4-hour standoff in Colorado Springs is over. Now the man involved is dead after shooting himself.
It all started around 3 this afternoon. A deputy arrested a man on drug charges along Western Drive, that's in the Cimarron Hills neighborhood. But in the police car, the man was able to get out of his handcuffs and pull out a gun near Airport and Powers. Deputies say it ended when the man shot himself.
And we have team coverage tonight. KRDO News Channel 13's Rana Novini is looking into how this happened and other similar incidents.
But first, reporter Emily Allen's been there from the beginning and is asking how the man got that gun past the deputy and what the situation is tonight. And Emily, we just learned the man did not survive.
James and Heather, we just found that out in the last several minutes that this man did pass away after shooting himself earlier this evening. And also in the last couple minutes, sheriff's deputies have removed the car from the side of Powers where that man was holding himself up. Negotiators spent hours today trying to convince the man to put the gun down. They're disappointed that he decided to pull the trigger.
It looks like he may have shot himself.
This is not the outcome we were after, obviously.
A 4-hour-long standoff ends in a single shot.
It's tough. You know, these guys get pretty invested sitting out here that long.
Earlier, the El Paso County Sheriff's Office arrested the 33-year-old man for meth. On the way to jail, he slipped his handcuffs in front of him and took out a gun he'd hid from deputies. He pointed it at his head, and the deputy pulled over.
Something has clearly gone wrong in her own vehicle, and that's very peculiar to see on the side of the road.
We miss dangerous objects. That's just the nature of the game. Unfortunately, in this case, it's a handgun.
Negotiators pleading with the man.
Well, I want to give you a hug, man. Just put that gun down between your feet, put your hands up on the window. We're going to treat you like the strong man that you are.
Businesses around here had to lock their doors and keep employees inside because anyone close to Powers Boulevard could be in the line of fire. And a section of the boulevard remained closed during rush hour.
Both lanes on both sides was backed up, full of cars and traffic, and it looked like a mess.
I just think it's crazy how people, why would you do that in front of traffic? You know, it doesn't make any sense.
No movement. We can't see any movement.
The standoff stopped at sunset.
I'm sad that he made the choice that he made.
Sheriff's deputies say that this man had a high .9 handgun. That is a fairly large handgun, and he was also wearing swim trunks. So one of the deputies said this is, quote, not a good situation. In Colorado Springs, Emily Allen, KRDO News Channel 13.
Thanks so much, Emily. And the question remains, how was the man able to get that gun past the deputy? And this isn't the first time something like this has happened in southern Colorado.
KRDO News Channel 13's Rana Novini continues our team coverage. And Rana, the sheriff says they're still trying to figure out who conducted this search in the first place.
Yeah, that's right, James and Heather, and because of that, they're not saying much else about how the search was conducted, but the sheriff does say that sometimes items are missed. And as for those handcuffs, as Emily mentioned, the man was able to slip the handcuffs in front of him, and this has happened before. Back in 2001, Joel and Michael Stovall led Fremont County deputies on a high-speed chase and shootout. It left one officer dead, another critically injured. It started when an officer arrested the brothers, but didn't see that one had a homemade handcuff key and 2 handguns. That officer was shot in the back of the head while driving them to jail. And you may remember last summer in Colorado Springs, Dustin Gwynn was arrested. He was placed in the back of a Colorado Springs police car. He managed to crawl through the dividing window and take off in the car, eventually crashing it into a fence. In this case, Sheriff Bill Elder says deputies try to make every search as thorough as possible.
There's unfortunately times that items are missed. A lot of times it's drugs, smaller items than a handgun. We'll have to look at this and review some of the processes that went on and figure out what actually took place, how he was able to secrete a handgun.
Sheriff Elder says they will be reviewing the process, and at this point he gives no indication that anyone did anything wrong. Reporting live in Colorado Springs, Rana Novini, KRDO News Channel 13.
All right, thanks so much, Rana. Colorado